Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and I am going to be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini, and this is going to be for the month of January. I'm sorry these are late. I did the yearlies. I work 6 days a week, and it's very hard for me to schedule time, and we all know I'm technically challenged, so if I can mess up loading a video, I'm the queen. I should make a tarot deck of that. All jokes aside, though, I just I would love to do nothing but readings, but that's not feasible at this point. And I do love my job, so I don't like the drama, but I love my job. So here we are, and like I said, just bear with me. You know, it you have 11 sessions where we don't have to be behind, so okay. Let me see where I'm starting here. So since this is for the zodiac sign of Gemini, it is still a general collective reading. Y'all know the drill. I mean, if you resonate with it, keep it. If you don't, leave it for someone else. It may not be your message, and sometimes these messages get extremely specific, and and that's okay. It may be you in the next reading. So, like I said, if it doesn't resonate, and don't be surprised in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, months, years, 20 years from now, that it might resonate with you. You're always welcome to come back to the channel and read them. I think I fixed the problem. I don't know what I did to the camera. I don't even know how I fixed the camera, but apparently I did. And it seems that I am able to post on Patreon. So if you want the extended versions, if the link is below, that means that it's available on Patreon. That should only probably be through this series. I think I've got everything fixed, but I'm just throwing it out there just in case. Okay, if you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the icon button. It helps this channel grow exponentially. And I am so grateful for all your likes. And I get some of the I could just get wonderful comments. So it makes it all worthwhile. Anyways, so that being said, now we have to go to the legal disclaimers. If you're under the age of 18, I do have cards that have full frontal nudity. And according to YouTube standards, you should not be on this channel if you're under the age of 18. And I agree. I mean, it's tarot. I don't think tarot is for anybody. Well, not necessarily 18. It's a maturity level. But I just think that when you're in that younger energy, you should be experiencing the lower arcana cards instead of stressing over everything. Okay, that's what life is about. Getting out and experiencing life. And I have done readings for people under the age of 18, but it's extremely rare. And I've been doing this for 35. Well, I haven't been doing YouTube, obviously, because I'm so technically challenged. It's so funny. It wouldn't be fun. It would be funny if it wasn't. If it wasn't creating some drama and trying to get my readings out. But hey, maybe those readings were meant for certain people at certain times, and it wasn't meant to be out the way I wanted it to go out. So my point is, just take what resonates with you. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. And as for the under the age of 18, it was always under extreme circumstances. And I don't want to get into details, but I really think you should be out living your life. And so I rarely read for anybody under the age of 18, and you're not missing anything anyways. Okay? Again, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to jump in here because it's been a crazy night. It's been a very, very good day. It's actually evening. It's evening where I'm at. Actually, it's 10 o'clock at night where I'm at. And I just got home from work. And it was the oddest evening. It's like nothing went the way it was supposed to, but it all coalesced and came out great. So it was just one of those, how did this happen nights? But it was a really good, how did this happen night. So, yeah, and I'm very happy. So, and I love what I do. All right. So, I am taking one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Okay, let's get this moving along. And it's the Vulture Spirit, and it says nothing is wasted. And vultures are not mean, nasty. Well, don't get between them and their groceries, but other than that, okay, they're part of the cycle. All right. I am going to take two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Okay. Now, the reason I use Oracle cards is that they are powerful messages in and of themselves. But it's amazing how they coordinate with the tarot portion. It's like they highlight different portions. And you just, I bang back and forth, and it's like, see, this is what it means by this. And it's Spirit's way of using me to exemplify. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but to put focus on certain areas that they want you to really focus on in the reading. It just gives them an extra push, okay? So, feeling loved and comforted. And that is Mother Earth. That is the goddess spirit, the goddess card in other areas. So I'm going to pull another one for Gemini. And this is, of course, for January 2021. It's so hard to say it. And I had to write that down today, and it was like so strange. And it's telling you to stand your ground. Okay. So I'm going to put this away and this away. And then I am pulling out the Celtic Tarot deck. I'm doing a 5-position spread. Okay. I'm doing a 5-position spread. It's going to be past, present, and future. Then you're going to have advice from Spirit and the most probable outcome. Ooh. If you take Spirit's advice. Now, in your past, you were presented with the Ace of Shields. The Ace of Shields is Pentacles and other decks. This deals with a brand new beginning, and typically it is involving your finances, your foundation, your money, your material wealth. Your home, your car, and things that you own. Okay, and this is a new beginning there. So it could be a very, very abundant new beginning. So if you're starting a new business, it could be that. Okay, now in your present, you have the Five of Wands. Now the Five of Wands is typically, in this perspective, this is being portrayed as, oh, these young men are not fighting. They are sparring. They're training. They're learning. They are finding their hierarchy in that age group, okay? Because these will be the young men that will eventually take over for the older ones. And protect the village and provide for the village. So it's very important for them to do this. It's jockeying for position, so to speak. Okay, so, and the future. And look, see, even here, you got the little baby boar. But that boar is going to become huge. And he can be a very dangerous foe. Don't kid yourself. But it's also abundance because, their food. or they would have been then. I mean, if you're vegetarian, I'm sorry if I offended you, but I mean, people would not have survived if they didn't eat proteins, animal proteins at that point. Okay, so the future is the Ten of Shields. This is an amazing read already. I mean, dang, look at you go. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is sitting on the throne. He's also the master magician math. The two men, the woman is his wife, and the two men at the window are his nephews who are also master magicians, and that rainbow outside the window is the rainbow that is creating the bridge to the person that's in the Five of Cups energy. It's a lot to absorb, but basically that 10 of shields is on the wall, and it's placed as in the Celtic tree of life, and the Celtic tree of life stands on the principle of as above, so below. So if you have chaos below, you're going to have chaos above. If there's chaos above, and this is spirituality and material plane. So, yeah. But the Ten of Pentacles is the multi-generational love and abundance. Okay. It's going to take care of, and not just down linear up and down, it's also horizontal where, you know, because the nephews are obviously involved in taking care of. It's not just it's an entire family kind of thing where everybody's taken care of. Okay, Spirit's advice for you is to put yourself in the hangman's tree. He's just hanging loose. He's trying to find a higher perspective. Behind him is the river of life. These are the wishes and the things for the goddess, gifts for the goddess. See, if you notice the Awen's going downwards, he's trying to figure out where he wants to go. He has an important decision to make. He's in the crane position, which is a meditative position that the Druids used to use. Okay? And he's choosing, if you follow Spirit's advice, you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to take the Fool's journey and start a new cycle, which means you're ending a cycle. Okay? And it is telling you at the bottom of the deck, that's the Queen of Swords. So it's telling you to use your mind. Okay? So in this energy, you're going to have to stand your ground. If you're building an empire, that's basically what you're building, is an empire. You have to understand nothing is wasted. You're just not throwing stuff around. You have to stand your ground. I believe that's where she comes in. She doesn't have to stand up to stand her ground. Okay? And you know, feeling loved and comforted comes from the safety and security of an established home like this. Or, yeah, I'll go with home. Okay? So, I'm going to pull the, let's see, this is the Marchetti, oh, well, we're taking it, Royale deck. Okay, it's a beautiful deck. I love all those decks. Okay, these two cards flipped, and this is the past. So this is what's coming in for you. You've started to take your path. Your ancestors cannot make you take the path. They cannot help you. They can't carry the load for you, but they can guide you. And I mean, you had the Hangman over here, and it's telling you that you needed to look for a higher perspective. They're giving it to you. It's shining down. It's showing you the way. It's giving you the path, okay, to this Ace of shields, which is abundance. And your ancestors are trying to guide you over there. That's what brings the Ten of Pentacles. So this Ten of Pentacles is the same suit as the Ten of Shields. It's this is a different deck, and they call it Shields. This one calls it Pentacles. But it's the same suit, okay? All right, so the Five of Wands. This is definitely where we get into the mountains where you're standing your ground. You know, you can't be a leader if you don't stand your ground. Okay? But if you do this, the Wheel of Fortune will move in your favor. All right, one more for... Oh, wow. It'll move in your favor and bring you more happiness than you could ever know. Gemini, what y'all up to? This is amazing. Okay. Let me tell me something about this Ten of Shields, please, Spirit. Please tell me about the Ten of Shields for Gemini. Wow. This is all coming about because you closed a cycle. You ended a cycle. This is coming up a lot. There's either people in transformation or they've ended the cycle. Okay? And when you ended the cycle, you were so focused on these three cups and what you were doing with it and reading that book because you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to find the directions, more or less. And you looked up because there was a light or a movement, and you looked up and there's like, wow, there's a cup in my face. How long has that been there? And who knows? Spirit's been trying to get your attention, but you've been too busy being busy. Or you're studying something. Studying may not be the right word, but you're so focused on something else, you just don't see it. It's there. And that's why they want you, that's why Spirit's telling you, you really need to get into the tree and look at things from a higher perspective. Okay? Because you're missing it. And you can miss the boat. Make no mistake. Those aces don't hang around forever. If you're not ready for it, Spirit's going to take it back. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. So, this is you doing a lot of hard work. So you are working hard on something. And whatever that means to you. I mean, it doesn't have to be your career. You could be, you know, I like to draw. I'll give you an example. I like to draw. So, while I have other responsibilities, and I go to work and I do my job, and then I come home and I read my cards, and etc., and I work on my channel, I like to draw. So there are times when I do off time and I work hard at that. But I spend a lot of my focus on this channel, more so than even my job. That's just an example to give you an idea. I do work hard where I work, but I'm also working hard on this. And so if I had this combination of cards come up in a reading for me, it would be me working hard to produce this channel. Okay? And so you have to take the cards, because it's a general reading, you have to take that, how that resonates with you, because you are definitely looking at something and you've been working hard, very hard. So you have to use it, like I said, in that way that it applies to you. So my ability to draw and liking it is going to be, if I got up in that tree and had to look at it from a higher perspective, as much as I love that, it is going to have to be put aside for right now, or not have as much effort put into it as it may normally have been, because I really need to focus energy on creating this channel. Okay, which reminds me, I haven't drawn in a couple of months. And if you're willing to put the work in, communication is going to come for you. Okay? And it looks like you are, because you're taking a leap of faith. Okay? You're taking the leap of faith. And he's not really jumping off the cliff. There's a little ledge down there. But he doesn't know that. He's just walking. He has absolute faith in his journey and where he's going. The dog, on the other hand, is like, are you crazy? And it's not necessarily a bad idea to have a friend like that when you're, trust me, I can trip over my own feet, let alone I can trip over air. So he is on this journey, and the wand that he's carrying, that stick that he's using, is actually a wand. One of those. See, we think of wands as small. Wands can be very, very large. You have the cup is signified by the bag. And inside he probably has a knife or dagger. And he probably has a coin. Because, he's going to want to buy stuff on his journey. And, who leaves home without a knife ever? I mean, I carry one all the time. You never know when you need it. I might have to cut a tag off of something. It's just a survival thing. You just do. Okay? And so he's starting his journey. He's ready. And the reason is because he had a tower moment. Okay? And it freed him. Because the tower wasn't built on a firm foundation. And so rather than sit there and fight it and try to rebuild it and patch it up and do this and that, he let it fall. Okay? Because he was always in the 9 of Swords about it. He was always worried about it. Oh my God, there's a hurricane coming. I live in the deep south of the United States. So, if there's a hurricane coming, what if I lose my roof? Well, don't just sit in the house and not do something about it. I mean, I was out there trying to fix my soffit, and my neighbor, thank God bless him, he came and he was like, because I didn't have my tools. And he was over there with a drill, and he's like, okay, here, take this back into the house. By the time I got back, like 5 minutes later, he had everything up, and I'm like, are you serious right now? But, and he thought it was funny, but he knew that I didn't have my drill, so. And it was really nice. We live in the South, so we're nice to each other. People are nice. Okay. But I digress. My point is, this is why he took the leap of faith, is because he had the tower moment. He's tired of living in that energy. Okay? And if you're all stressed out, how are you bringing this in? Who wants to be in a relationship with somebody that's always, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, you got to heal yourself first. And maybe that's why the person is in that. And I think the energy is guided over here by this Queen of Swords. And that's what the Queen of Swords, sans the 2, is saying. Oh, for the love of God, you had a tower moment. Get over it. Fix it. You can't fix it sitting in your mind. You got to be on your feet and doing something about it. And she could tell him exactly how to fix that. Or her, or whomever. And it's like, because she's been through so much for so long, she knows exactly what's going on. Okay? And when that happens, if you get out of that, then you bring in the 2 of Cups, which is love. And that's where Mother Earth comes in. It's feeling comforted and loved. It's also telling you stand your ground. Okay. Now, on top of the Queen of Swords, you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is, well, there's a legend about her, but I'm not going to go into it right now. She raises falcons. This was in medieval times. Remember, first of all, she was single and wealthy and not married. I mean, not being forced to marry. So she raised falcons. She didn't care what you thought about it. She raised falcons. She was very good at raising falcons. She had raised the best falcons. She knew how to breed them. She knew how to raise them. She knew how to hatch them. She knew how to train them. She knew everything there was to feed them, nurture them, and train them. She was a master falconer. And it takes 10 years actually to become a master falconer today. So, you know, she's single and slaying it, as the lingo goes today. But not a lot of people buy them, but the ones that do, they want the best. And hers are the best. And that's the whole point. You can't be your best if you're in this. The reason I have a problem with the Nine of Swords is it's just straight up mental anguish. It is nothing but unbelievable pain. And mostly of our own creation. Because we sit in this energy and we don't see a way out. And we will continue to do that and make it worse. When, in fact, all you have to do is get out of the mental energy and that and get some clarity, and you come out of it, and then you're able to be the Six of Wands. So it looks like either she's coming to victory or something's coming to fruition. And I mean, we just had the lovers card. I mean, not lovers, but the Two of Cups. And here you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is nurturing something. So it's telling you to stand your ground. Nothing is wasted, and feel love and comforted. So you are in the process of a transformation, and you're almost there. Because if you follow Spirit's advice and think, and again, you put that Hangman, and she's using analytical thought with that Queen. And that's what it's telling you to do. That's basically what Spirit's telling you to do. Work hard and think logically. Okay, and because a lot of things that seem like they should have emotive reasoning, emotions, that's what ends you up spiraling into the Nine of Swords, which is that anguish, you know, when it's logical. It's like Spock. Do I like you? Do I like this person? Yes, I do. Should I say something to this person? And yes, I should, if this person is single, available, and attractive, and whatnot, and seems amenable to that. Or if this person is, you know, toxic, then no, I shouldn't. It's logical. It's logical. There's no... I mean, she has emotions. She just doesn't use them to make decisions. And sometimes that's the best thing, because you can get yourself locked up. Oh my God, what's he think about me? And when is he going to get... Okay, so you're not healed. You're not ready for a relationship. So the answer already is no, you should not. Does that make sense? So, and it's telling you that if you use the Queen of Swords energy, not the negative part of it, but you will become the Nine of Pentacles, and you can have victory because you're still nurturing whatever this is. It doesn't mean that you can't have the love. It's just saying, you know, well, this is probably what created the leap of faith, but make sure you're healed before you start jumping into relationships. But I think there's something awesome coming for you. I think you've been nurturing this. You just had a tower moment, and now, and that may be bringing about, like I said, it may be bringing it about so that you can approach and have this Two of Cups, because now you're ready to use logic and nurture this. You know, Mother Earth is also Gaia. She's love. She's nurturing. She brings forth all life. So another thing with that, that's also the Empress card. and while you're feeling loved and comforted, do know that that can signify a pregnancy. And if you're in the beginning of a relationship, you know, you might want to take precautions there. So I'm going to get some Archangel cards and clarify. Let's see if we can get any more messages. I will be doing it. I think this, we're going to have to take this to extended because I'm just straight up nosy. I want to know. Okay. All right. Relationship harmony. We angels are opening up the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So let it go. Trust in yourself. Do what you've got to do for yourself, and let the angels do the rest. Ask them, but you have to ask them to intervene or help, or however however you feel that should be done. But the cards are telling you, spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. And I think that that may be in the love relationship, but that is definitely in that Nine of Pentacles. The more you are in this energy, the more options or people you're going to vibrate higher. So you're going to bring in people that vibrate higher as well. You need to be a match. You can't, well, you can, but, you know. And then it's telling you to have compassion. Archangel Zadkiel, open your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. And again, sometimes that is the hardest thing to do, is to have compassion for ourselves, because I don't think anybody knows that we can do that. Okay? So, everything's been going well for the last couple of reads, so I should be posting an extended on Patreon. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to join us. If you don't see the link, I'm pretty sure I cleared up the camera because it's worked 2 or 3 times now, so I don't know what I did initially, and I don't know how I fixed it, but Spirit did it. That's all I can say. So hopefully there's an extended. If we're not going to the extended, that's fine. Light and love. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the icon or the bell icon so that you can get notifications for future videos. And trust me, I don't know how this works, but when y'all do that, I don't know how their algorithm works, but it does really exponentially help the channel grow. So, light and love, and Happy New Year, and thanks for watching.